I don't know if that's always the case, but hopefully it's in testimony meeting or Sunday school or elders quorum or relief society, or you're talking to a family member or something, and you have this moment where all of a sudden you feel the spirit and it pricks your heart and you're just kind of overcome, and those are wonderful moments. But they almost, if we don't do anything else, they almost kind of lull us into this false sense of what we could be having. Like it almost is that dopamine hit where you felt the spirit in that moment, but all too often we don't do anything with it. We just allow that to be, and then we say, "Oh, that was great. What a wonderful feeling." And then we don't really change. We don't really do anything different. We just experience that spiritual moment temporarily, and then it does nothing for us. And what this is saying in 24 and 25 here is, no, you actually get to a point where you surrender and you're able to allow that spirit to change you inwardly consistently. And you start to feel the darkness, physically being pushed away from you, and your way of thinking and your perspective and how you approach the day is totally altered and completely changed. And you now focus on building the kingdom of God. Like that becomes your priority. That becomes your focus. And that's very different from, I'm going to continue to live my life, and every once in a while, the Spirit's going to find its way in. I'm going to give it space for just a moment, have that spiritual experience, but then go back to the way things were. Does that make sense? I mean, it feels like what these scriptures are talking about is much deeper and much more involved than the little dopamine hits of the Spirit that we can get pacified by. But it's meant to be more than that, if that makes sense.
Let me put it into street terms for you.
I'm interested.
You're always chasing that first high. Okay?
I like where you're going with this.
And if that's your approach, right, you're never going to get it. Okay? I mean, that's the path of addiction, right? These addicts, they try these drugs, and it's the most amazing experience of their life. And then your body adapts to that substance. And when you continue using that drug, it's never quite as good of experience as the first time when your body had nothing to compare that sensation to, right? It's just tricking your brain. And once your brain realizes this is what's going to happen, it's never as good. Okay, and then, so that's the phrase, you're always chasing that first high, is you're always trying to get back to that amazing sensation that you had that one time. And there's danger in that, because like we can have spiritual experiences, like where you have like your personal theophany, and you come into the presence of the Lord and you have these amazing, almost physical sensations of the Spirit. These are things that can happen, and they're real, and they're sacred. But if that's what you start chasing, if you think that is what is God, then there's danger in that. Because God is in the plain and precious, and God is in simple means. Thank you for watching. If you found this content spiritually enlightening, please like, comment, and subscribe.
Like the gospel, these little things make all the difference, and it helps the algorithm push out better content for everyone to enjoy on YouTube.